All right. Live. What's going on? It's been a long time. Long time, long time, long time. What? Like 2 weeks. Sometimes you got to do it, you know? Just chilling. How else is everybody doing? It's called Off the Cuff for the reason. I have no fucking clue. I have some stuff in my mind, but I'm here to rant and rave and to give you guys some what's going on, Galaga? How you been, brother? What's it? Galaga Guy 88 made that on AI. It's a pretty cool photo, man. How you been doing? But I'm just here to waste everyone's day. I'm sure everyone's bored. Don't get too many people streaming there in this time, do we? Oh yeah? Educate me, brother. Did we serve together or something? Chaotic BRC. I don't know that one. What's that from? Chaotic. I went to go Google it to see if I know this stuff. What's a chaotic BRC? Yeah, man, everything's cool. I appreciate you asking. You know, sometimes you just gotta take a little break. But I ain't going nowhere. Not permanently, at least. Yeah, at chaotic. I don't know this one. You gotta educate me on this. I don't got the best memory sometimes, man. Hey, brother. Thank you for coming by. Well, for people who want to be gone, you could thank one motherfucker for bringing me back. And normally, people don't like to name other people to give them clout. He says, no, Rexer said you were one reason he hid my comments on his show about me. Because you dox him, apparently. He's an idiot. So let me show you something, right? This Rexer guy likes to go around, talk all this shit. And what he does is he will, like, say he's got an issue with Michael B, right? So what he will do is he'll type out his name on the YouTube channels, right? Or the title. So if you go looking for Michael B, who has never done shit to fucking Rexer, the first thing you'll see is Rexer's video. And at the time, he was doing pretty fucking horrible actions against Moat and OTG and UAG and shit. So I typed in the Rexer show, right? On Google. And what comes up? You'll get all these hits. I'm looking at it right now saying, we'll have Greg from the Rexer show coming on our show. I'm a doctor because I can fucking use Google. He's an idiot. Let's see here. But what's that got to do with you and me? Like, why should I give a fuck? I stuck up for you, Galaga, on that stream, by the way. He's a coward. I don't know who Chaotic is. Is that what he's trying to pull? Here's the thing about this Rexer guy, right? Are y'all gonna just take his fucking idiocy words for anything? How about He shows some fucking evidence of whatever the fuck he's talking about. Of course, it's geared towards hate, you know, and that's why they don't like me. Example, you know what? See, I was gonna go off on about one thing, but y'all bringing up Rexer, so you know, I'll go with it. I'm getting baited into this, but you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. So I'll show you exactly what he's talking about, and then so he can't get over something that happened. I think it was almost a year ago. No, I haven't even been around a year, so it couldn't have been a year ago. So let's see here. So let's cover the one with his little munchkin and him. All right, let's see where it all started. I'm looking for it. My arcade, blah blah blah. Rainwater, arcade. There's a lot of arcade shit, right? There's Gary. Arcade. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, Carl. One of the few. Yeah, man. And that's another thing, you know, people sticking up for people. Yeah, dude. So I'm going to try to find the one he hates me about. Let's see here. This was way, way, way back before I got into the fun videos, calling them out and shit. Okay, here. Like, so what I've done a lot is I'll call them out about their hypocrisy on stuff, and that's what they don't like. That's the real reason they don't like what I do. So what Rexer does is he'll like say you type something, right? And because last time I had typed something to him and it was one word off. And he tried to get me. He's like, "You work for Unico," and I'm like, "Are you an idiot? Like, I work for Unico?" And then he tried to, and then instead of, because I didn't put a question mark, this fucker's like, "See, you admit it. You work for Unico," and I'm like, "Rexer, you're a fucking moron. I already stated I don't," and I put the question mark in there. So what he tried to do, he tried to send it off like this guy's my motherfucking boss or some crap. And that's what he does. He plays these little mind games, these head games, and he's a coward. And this is the thing, guys. They won't come on. He can't have a conversation. He won't come on and go, "Hey, this is the issue that I have." Da, da, da. Look what happened. I think it was like 7 months ago. I remember it was that whole Illuminati chat thing, right? That scandal. And Mike B was on. I forgot who else was on, but he came on and he started screaming and yelling like a little child and just, "I'm going to tell the truth. You better tell the truth. Blah, 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 blah. You better tell the truth." And I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? And Mike B is just sitting there passive like, okay. And then he cuts himself off like he did this grandiose show. And it's like, what is wrong with you, man? and it's a stick. UAG's told me about it. OTG's talked. These guys have talked about it live. So this isn't like me telling the behind the scenes. That this guy's an actor. If you go meet him in person, apparently he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. But then when it comes to YouTube, he's playing fucking mind games with people and he's just acting. It's a stitch, guys. It's like some Fox News stitch, you know. He's just playing that crowd and then he's got his base riled up. And it's pretty wild that he's that inconsiderate. Right, Tech? Exactly, man. But let me see if I can pull it. So, like I said, I took the bait, guys. So let me show you how it all started. Let's see here. Present, share screen. All right, so back. These motherfuckers will go, you know, he's a hate channel. Not once am I making a video that is hate on them. I'm using their own shit, right? So this is one of the key ones that they hate the most. So he tried to get, when I was back into the IRK group because I manage one of the largest IRK groups that there is, even though it's defunct, right? They still all want back in. And this guy's not even on fucking Facebook, right? So he's trying to gatekeep me. And he goes, you have a mod that has done nothing but crap on the iArcade and says he, even though I run the fucking top IRK group, right? And he says he hasn't turned it on in years. Is that the guy who should be a mod? First off, it's my fucking group as well. So fuck yourself. You don't get to say who gets to be a mod. And now they are letting back people who has been banned. The same person who constantly harassed and published private information on people in the community. Okay, show me. But either way, let's see here. Is it playing? Hold on. Speak. Speakers. Okay, let's see if this works. Is it working? Nope. Did y'all hear it? I'm gonna have to restart this one. Let's see what we got here. The reality is, since I've been away, everyone who has someone is a shill. When they get a review unit, let me clarify, get a review unit is labeled a shill. The reality is they are just jealous that someone is getting something and they aren't and progressing. True. Hi, Stephen. How's it going? They threatened to close the Monoville Convention Center, but people rallied to keep it, so the show should go on this year. Yeah. Were y'all able to hear that audio when I press play? Let's see here. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Speakers. What I'm gonna do real quick is come right back on the other one. Enter studio. Let's try to scan. All right. Settings, audio, default, speaker stream. Okay. Enter studio. Share screen. It's like I'm all new to this again, right? No audio. All right. I am going to restart the computer. See if that works. Until then, I'm on the Yammer. All right. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will be a fan. But if you're happy doing what you're doing, that's all that matters. Exactly. That's all that matters. You don't need nobody to like you but yourself, right? You know, and that's the cool part about it. Even if it says 0 views, and that's how it's been. Like, you go back all the way to my first videos, 0, and I didn't mind it. You know, yeah, Michael B and Rex go way back. Kevin, they have a personal beef. I watch and enjoy Michael B as well. But you know, that's the thing though, Carl. Like, let's be objective about it. What have you seen that Michael personally done to this guy to cause Rexer to be so hostile towards him? You can have an opinion. Like, I have passionate opinion too. Like, not long ago, I had a very passionate opinion about B Kong, right? But I don't have anything against him. You're not going to see me keep making videos that, call this man out of his name, but I think I stated my point a while ago, and I still got to catch up and talk to him because he deserves that, time to have his counterpoint be made. But that's something I think I offer people that people like Rexer will never do. Have a conversation. Carl, I've been in the community for a little over a year, and I don't have that history. But you enjoy it, right, Nissa? Yeah, I do enjoy what I do when I do it, and that's why I continue to do it, and no one's going to keep me from doing it. But it makes sense what you're saying. Rexer hates me because I was on Discord with P-Dubs, and we called him on his hypocrisy and tried to tell him the hate is getting tired. Bam! Good for you. Good for you. He doesn't stop, right? He's just it's just this incessant baby attitude with this guy. He just like when Jay made that video, he's a reflection of the community, and I'm proud of you guys for speaking up because this shit is old, and it's this bubble thing. He's got to put on a production in order to fake his way to the top. I've literally seen him. Here's an example, right? Tech says, but you enjoy it, right, Mensa? What are you trying to say, Tech? You trying to say that I like to eat bugs? Are you serious? Is this really, guys? Do you see this? He says I'm trying to enjoy eating bugs. Nothing's wrong with that, but no, that's not okay. That's not okay, Tech. You don't say stuff like that. You don't say, do I enjoy it? You see what I'm getting at? No fucking context. He clearly fucking knows that's not what he's saying, and that's the shit he spews. He's openly, intelligently lying, and it's disgusting. A liar's a liar, and that's what he is. Let's see here. Listen, I've said stuff and had problems with every creator that they said and had problems with me. That's called being human. The point is you man up to it, and you apologize and move on. Right. You talk it out, right? Steven is real, and that's what I like about him. I do miss the weekly show and the arcade nights. Yeah. It's good content, The Stars is great content. But it's like this little kid shit all over again, Nintendo versus Genesis with these clowns. And it makes no sense. You should be grown men and but that's not the case. Let's see here. Try to get on this TV. Hell yeah, man. Got to get your groove back. Wait a second, let me unplug this shit. The hell is this damn thing? Hold on. I'll be still here. Yeah. Fix the damn computer. God damn. It's like 100 plugs back there on that computer. I had to unplug every single one. Yo, why is it sounding like a tornado's taking off on this damn thing? Let's see here. See. Yeah, you got to continue buying what you like. All right, while my fucking computer goes broke here, sounding like a fucking airplane taking off. It's been on for days. All right, let's see what we got. But I like that. I think it's kind of deflated. His stream is a little all y'all saying I'm a good dude, and to stop. I don't want no beef with anyone. Just want to have a good time. Who's this? Let me go back. Sorry, I missed some of y'all shit. Anyways, I took the high road and didn't take his beef with me any further. I appreciated people like Carla and stood. Yeah, man, cool. Yeah, he did. I hope Z's book is on the docket. What do you mean by that, Carl? If you want real arcades, buy them. If you want one-ups, buy them. If you want real, I mean, grown ass people, buy what the hell you want to buy. No issues with that. Yeah, I wasn't the only one. Gal got Goofy Foot did the same and a few others. Good for you guys. Appreciate it. Exactly, the tech buzz. Best thing to do is stay away from people like Resser and KFB. If you don't feed the trolls, they'll starve. To a degree. Some of them just don't care, man. You know, like coyotes. You know, they'll eat their own shit. So you don't really need to feed them. Makes sense? Good analogy? They'll eat their own shit. I buy what I like. I bought the class of 81 up because we have fun with it. I gave my old Miss Pac-Man, my mother-in-law. Cool. I think it's kind of deflated his streams a little. All y'all saying I'm good. I'm a good dude, and to stop, I don't want no people, you know, and just want to have a good time game. And there are too many positive creators out there that have been supporting me and helping me. Yeah, good. Rexer is just a miserable person and is miserably loves company. Hell yeah. Hey, bro, hope everyone is having a good week. Need to go by faster while I'm working, but slow down while I'm getting. Bro, why can't it just like take a quick pause? You know, we say in the military, pause X, and which gaming can last forever. I just there's so many good games out there. I just don't have the time of day like I used to. I want to play that Final Fantasy. I want to play every single game and beat it, but I don't. Man, it's been a long time since I've beaten games, man. Like full on, got into it and beaten them. I think that's why now at this age I prefer indie casuals and stuff like that, or something that's more like a live service in order to overcome my attention span of not being able to keep up. I'm just trying to get this TV going back. 1 second. God damn. That shit was ticking off like a fucking tornado. It would be the day my fucking computer doesn't want to link up. I have to start using my other computers. Got too many to count. Turn on the team, y'all. Wish me luck. Connecting. Come on, turn on, fool. No signal. Wow, 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 wow. Oh well. This Messiah. I would link it, but I can't see it. I'm only on my iPad. My damn TV don't want to connect to my computer. I gotta go get the monitor. I have it connected to a fucking TV up here instead of a monitor. But I got two good monitors downstairs. I'm just gonna do that later. I'm gonna do it one more time and then I'll leave it be. That way I can focus on the stream here. Let's see here. What we got? Volume channel. Yep, no go. All right, that shit's kaput for now. Alrighty. So anybody seen this shit with the normally I will have my stream going, you know, showing you guys the information as a talk, but has anyone seen what's going on with PlayStation? Apparently a bunch of games got delisted and it's a bug and they got no fix for it. Seems like PlayStation isn't doing that hot right now. I'm hooked on Final Fantasy right now. Really damn good game to put time into. WWE 2K24 new Fortnite season and Helldivers. Man, I got to get on that new Helldivers. See, Helldivers is one of my favorite games of all time on the PlayStation Vita. I can't believe I haven't gotten it yet for this shit. But you know what I wonder I can do? Got a Chromebook here. Wonder if I can, what do you call it? Stream out via this Chromebook. Let's see what I can do. But yeah, like I said, you could thank certain people in this community for bringing me back earlier than I intended. So I manage, like I said, a couple groups. And everybody knows I got a history with these motherfuckers that call themselves the Arcadians, and a negative history at that. So what does one of them try to do? Try to join one of the Facebook groups that I manage. Man, if you don't go the fuck away, you want me to leave you alone, right? So why, in your mind, would you try to enter my space? What is wrong with you? My camera's over here, so right there. This guy. What is wrong with you? Why the fuck would you try to join my group? in spirit. It's how they're always going to be known, no matter how they try to rebrand themselves. That's the bullshit. Like, and then you're gonna cry that now I'm hyper focused on you, and then now the hate's back. You did this to yourself, man. Just take the weapon and do something bad with your foot. Like I don't understand your mentality. Why you would interject yourself into my IRL, my life, and then just thought you could just walk in, everything's kosher. No. I remember it started with you because I asked you a simple question when a game was coming out, but you decided to be a fucking jackass to me and go, leave me alone. And that's where it started. And then you decided to fuck with people constantly. You would make fun of people's accents. You got bigoted with that. I got audio about you and Rainwater referring to me as a boy, Muhammad. And then you did that bigoted shit to Jade. With your transphobic shit and the hot dogs. Oh yeah, and then prior to that, I tried to save you from yourself with hosting a pedophile on your videos. And then after the fact, you just continue. Like, I don't get it. What is wrong with you, man? There is something seriously wrong with you. Then you would interject yourself again, ask for a unit, and then the very next day you would come on someone else's stream talking bad about it after you begged for one. It just doesn't stop. And then you went to the person that you wanted the products page or stream. You inferred that he was on food stamps. But then somehow all's forgiven and I'm supposed to let you in my fucking group? Fuck off. No. What's wrong with you? No, I never said no. So I'm going to speak on this frankly, Carl, because I like you a lot. Just because somebody's good to you doesn't mean you should remove the fact or try to detract from the fact you may not be a nice person to others. Transphobia, bigotry, racist comments, this level of idiocy. No, not. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing this kumbaya bullshit. You got to call it for what it is, man. You got to stand on something sometimes. Just like you guys stood up for what was right on Gallagher Guy, you got to call a spade at times. Let's see here. Anyone got the new At Games pinball yet? How's that working out? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really care about all that, honestly, because the product's going to speak for itself. I mean, if you're going to talk about something like other than maybe about 2 months ago, 2.5, maybe 3 months ago, me and OTG spoke quite frequently on Facebook. So, a lot of these, comments or, hey, let's bash on this and try to get a row out of it. It's all bullshit, like I'm here. I've offered to be on, the shows, answer any questions. So you got to understand that you just got people who are just going to make these salacious comments or bullshit, grandiose statements in order to try to get a rise and just hate. If you're starting up, like just say you're you, Carl, right? It's your first time trying to do anything. You're gonna have some hiccups, or you may not be the best website maker or this or that. But the fact is, for Bill, Bill has no beef with nobody. So to try to attack Bill McLaughlin in order to try to get a rise out of me is really not gonna work. Because first off, it's not my fucking product. So oh well, I care for it. I don't want it to see it get attacked if it's unjust. But the only one you guys are hurting is a guy that doesn't deserve the hate. So you look like fucking pieces of shit if that's how they want to play it. Carlo, I think it's more about the principle. Good guys continue to get attacked when they say or do something stupid, but other people like Brad get away with it and everyone forgets it. Exactly. Like Carl, like Tech makes a point. You can't, how many times? If I, damn well, if I did anything of the sort, I would be put through the ringer worse than any of these cats. So, I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, like what else needs to be done, to prove people are what they are at this point. It's like you enjoy the circle, the cycle. I don't know. I'm enjoying it, man, but that Zen lag still sucks. Aren't all these them Zen tables? Other tables are great. The display is nice. I'm sure I'll love OTG when I get that all hooked. I heard word is, are they still supporting On The Go? That was Glenn's stream with Bill on it. Okay. We appreciate your support, man. I mean, look at the history of who's behind the Bash Box, right? You got a man who's had his hand in the MSVX. I mean, did I say more? Like, look at the history. You should know good things are coming. All Zen tables. How you doing, Brooklyn? Good to see you. I have an old Pinball Emporium build. See, Carl, people can move on past stuff. I have an old Pinball Emporium build I am going to test this week. Sean has about 1,000 tables. Good God. Are you going to show it off on stream? Just wish this damn TV would connect again. One sec. I'm going to try to get it one more time. One more go. Crawling into the desk there. Let's see here. Oh man, I love that girl. I still think At Games needs to make price $9.99. Shit's quite expensive, man. hopefully they get these 4Ks going. Are the other tables that aren't Zen 4K, or are you guys just playing it at a? Is it rezzed up at all? Is it even worth the money? If it's decent, I will share with people. If not, as well, see, that's the thing, Carl. Share the good and the bad. That's what makes it objective. That's, I mean, are you worried that if you don't show it off, like you say, you show it off and it's not good, right? Are you worried that if you criticize it, you don't have to say you hate it or nothing like that, but are you worried that if it's not a blaring review, you might get some kickback? Ew. 400 just for the shakers? All the magical pixel tables look and play fantastic. But is it 4K? I think the other tables are upscaled and not true 4K. Ew. Okay. Good for you, brother. I've been playing a lot of Tekken 8 lately and love that game. I need to do it. How's the button mashing? Because that's all I'm good at. Does it punish button mashers? I'm a button mashing king. I button mash the shit out of it. Oh. Now I find the fucking remote. Let's see here. Come on, you can do it. Input. No signal. Ooh. Right noise. It's like the fucking plug is out back there. It is so weird. Let's see here. I don't know what it is. Oh well. Win some, lose some. Are you coming to Cleveland again this year? I'll be there as a guest. Is the Cleveland event already? How many times do they do it a year? I love Tekken 8, especially the easy style where y'all don't need to memorize combos. Is it really? Does it really have a like one hit combo kind of crap going on? I'm gonna be a master on it if that's the case. Turn on all accessibilities. Play with a pinky. Is this the same Cleveland event from a while ago? I am so confused. Who watches WWF? I've been following it lately. I only really catch up on the YouTube recaps, but I'm kind of digging what they're doing with this WrestleMania bit. I was a little pissy that Cody didn't get to finish his story, but I'm liking what they did with Hollywood heel Rock right now. Dude was out at Glendale, Arizona, and he said, I assume there's a bunch of people here from Phoenix, right? And the crowd's just uproaring. And he's like, here's a fact. He's like, this is a fact. Over 90% of all crackheads and meth users are from Phoenix, Arizona. He called them cactus loving druggies and shit. He was going off. Shit was great. It was awesome. Sure does. Feels like a master. Hell yeah. Okay, see, now I'm buying this shit. PGA, I'll be there too. It's going to be bigger this year, along with my stage for live streaming. Oh, okay, you're gonna bring the whole set. I need a new. I need a camera and a mic, but I need a good recommendation. One entry level one, and then one where I can invest fully and just go all in and be one and done for at least 10 years. So I ain't trying to spend like that. So let me know if anybody's got any good shit. I just wish I could stream my content. Doesn't seem like it wants to let me. I am gonna have to clean that fucking fan. I had a computer. Shit, sounds like it wants to take off. I mean, I got a bunch of other computers, but this is the one that I've been using. I'll just have to, next time I'm just gonna set up my Surface Pro and stream down from my bedroom. But yeah, I just came on just to chill and let people know I'm alive and shit like that. And I was gonna go in on a few people, but I don't have my content to side stream today. I'm looking forward to the bat. So if anyone's got any questions about the box, let me know. See, I'm looking forward to the Bash Box. My goal is to play all old school games on the Bash Box, which you can, up to Xbox, PlayStation 2. Oh, PS2 for sure. I'm not really good at the simulator shit. I'm not gonna, what do you call it? Fake the funk on knowledge I don't know. I don't even know if I'm aware of any. Are there good Xbox simulators out there? But in regards to the technology, I've seen certain Switch games run just fine. Some stutter a little bit, but I've seen up to Switch before. Does that make sense? That's all I can say. So catch you guys later. All right, brother. When is it shipping? I was told April. It definitely no later than April is what I've been informed. See how easy that is? People don't got to make shit up. They don't have to go, I heard. You hear shit. I'm telling you. Yeah, and if it changes, we'll let you know. I know I spoke on it before and said to people that I'm probably looking around summer, but I'm not the boss. So April is definitely what people are trying to push for. So you should get it then. There's a lot that goes into this stuff. You gotta get the unit, the quality control, get the UI going. You're looking at exclusives. So, and you've seen the IRK crap. Can't talk about it, guys. It's pretty true. When you go for titles or licenses or things that aren't confirmed or denied, you just got to keep your mouth shut. And that's just the rule of the game. But if you're asking, is the intent to have exclusives and licenses? Absolutely. See you tonight. See ya. The Polycade should be shipping. Yeah, so I got the Polycade final email. if you didn't put the money in on the first time, you're pretty much gonna have to put it in on the second go around. I went ahead and I just went all in, man. So I probably just, goddamn, dude, maybe 2 to 3 on that sucker. I think I don't want to exaggerate, but the most expensive, it was between 400. I've seen shipping, I want to say between 400 to 200. Don't misquote me, but I do know it's around the 200 mark for shipping to a lot of people. They gave you an option on what color you want the stand. Then they give you another cool option if you wanted a single controller unit or did you want it split, because they're doing a modular control setting. So you can do double sticks, wheel, all that good stuff. Shotgun Sean, did you sign the petition to get the Helldivers on Xbox? We're dying over here. Boo. Anyone selling a Wii U kiosk or a Switch? Man, I wish. I would love one. I would put that goddamn shit in my den, and my wife can yell at me any day. The Tech Buzz, I'm super excited for it now. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. And I went ahead and got their marquee and all that good stuff. Anyone else getting the Polycade, or am I the only rich boy out? Yeah, that's like impossible. You got to know people, man. You got to be best buddies with the GameStop folks. It's like sell. You know, what's interesting is that, I mean, I guess they're not hurting, but I mean, imagine the market out there for making and selling these kiosks. Like, Nintendo could just make a fortune. Like, yes, please send me your kiosk. But I guess they only send it to people that they license to sell their products. I guess that would make sense. Oh, don't tell me it was the wrong HDMI. Nope. Nope. That's it. It's gone. I'll end this in about 7 minutes. But it was good to see everybody. I will be back doing more shit. I have to slow down on going in on too much because, like I said, when I show shit, I like to show receipts. But I'm not done with half these folks. I think they thought I gave up or something. No, I didn't. I'm still here. Enjoy your time off because I'm around. And so enjoy your peace. But like I said, full circle back. I came back early because some fool decided he wanted to join my group. Like, no, never. And then y'all started talking about Rexer because he wanted to try to gatekeep. He keeps blah, 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 blabbing. And the thing about it is, if somebody's going to blab, make them show proof and evidence and all that good stuff. Stop trying to freaking yeah, I turned it off. I turned it on, all that good shit. The computer is like it's I got an HDMI connection. Like, it's a weird rig. I have that damn monitor port, and then I got a little rig on that and plugged it in and turned it on, and I don't know what the fuck's happening. And then I turn on the computer and it sounds like it wants to take off. So yeah. and then it's set up to this TV, and it's not an actual monitor, and it's weird. I bought this, man. It's old as hell, but it was expensive as hell. It was one of the first VR approved PCs. I was just using it because it was tethered. I got a bunch of Surface Pros. I got 2 Surface Pros, so I'm just gonna use that later. Just be portable. Probably straight from downstairs. But I like using it because it was I was hardwired in Ethernet, and of course that makes things faster, right? Did you jiggle the handle? Yeah, I'll do it one more go. You hear that shit? Sounds like the AC's on. Listen. Jiggle, jiggle. Inputs. Normally it turns on right away. Okay. Yeah, so it acknowledges that the HDMI is plugged in. So it's on the PC now. I did something. So yeah, I think it went bust. Oh well. It served its purpose. High fan is usually RAM or video card issue. Yeah, I'll have to open it up later and probably replace it. Right? Exactly. Like it's like you ain't touched me in 2 weeks. Goodbye. But and then last time I started, I tried to do the streaming from like other portable devices, and no, it doesn't like to do that at all. But I'll probably do the whole Steam Deck dock shit and just do it from my room downstairs. Get all that shit set up. And I got what do you call it? What else do I got? I got that that Asus. I don't even know what it's called. That new Asus handheld. I ain't even touch it, so I know that's pretty fast and good. All right, got my.
Hello.
What's up, brother? How you been?
Hello, my favorite gamers.
Today you saw
Long time no see.
Yeah, man. I had this whole mindset. I'm like, I'm about to get on the computer and I got nothing. I got just me now because my computer went kaploop. I'm like, damn.
Dang.
I mean, it's something. It's all J-rigged. It's not a big deal. I got a bunch of other computers. I got like 7 fucking laptops, but this was like the actual desktop one I had because I had bought a Oculus Rift way back, and this was one of the only ones that were like even has like the Oculus symbol on it. So for what it was when I bought it, it was a powerhouse, and at least it was good enough to use. Not even good enough to YouTube and stream. It's crazy, man. It's like these things are designed to break. Like, because I swear it was like $3,000 plus.
Ooh.
But it had, man, it's got to been a decade now. So ain't worth shit. Because I don't even think it can put in Windows 11 on this bitch. But yet I can, and that's something else I don't understand is that I could buy shit that's cheaper, install Windows 11, but I got like a $3,000, shit with NVIDIA graphics card and all this other cool shit, and nope, no Windows 11. Fuck you. This is what you get for being gone. Yeah, exactly. I got a Steam Deck a couple months back. Dude, it's awesome. Yeah, I was just saying, hold on, let me pull it up. This guy here. Well, either way, you saw the video I just made recently. They can thank that guy for me coming back early. I was having my piece, and then it's like, you mofo, like go away. And then they baited me into talking about Rexer. I was like, I'll fall for the bait.
Oh, man.
And I said, apparently, he was attacking Galaga guy because he fucks with me. Like, oh, you talk to that guy that doxes people. Ah. It's Google.
Oh, man.
Rexer, fuck off. Like, like, get over it. It's been probably a year now, I even offered to give the guy my DD214, I was just like, shut up. Stop whining, you're crybaby. Because he talks all this shit. And the thing is, I didn't even put the names or nothing. I said, Google this thing. And then people had to do the work. So he didn't like the fact that it got referred to him being on the bad boy list for just not keeping up with the housing shit. But that happens when you talk classism on people like Justin Wong, calling him a dirtbag and this and that, and you're laughing at comments calling him a fucking North Korean when you're allowing shit. He
said that shit.
He didn't say it. Someone else said it, and he commented, "Ha ha ha!" You're like confirming, giving an affirmation to the comment.
Oh man.
Example. I wasn't in the scene then, but I found the post. It was like a Twitter post, and this guy, he was at a hockey game or something like that, right? And he posted a picture, and John D was like, hey, nice seats, and he's like, handicap, bro, question mark. You're talking about my wife and blah, 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 blah. And like, no shit about your wife, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm reading this, like, I don't know how long after the fact, right? Like, so it should be done and over. But he's still on that shit, And it's just like, that's the kind of games he plays. But then you got Kev Gret on his stream going, what if we put our grandma and she has a seizure and, doing this action, grandma, like doing the mocking
Trump,
crap,
the Trump
and it's like, you're making fun of old people, handicapped people, old people having epilepsies and seizures, but then you try to have some false, God complex, trying to talk about, oh, you're talking about my wife, like, but you're talking about everybody's grandmother. Like, it's the idiocy that I don't understand and that he can't explain. And then there was a message from KFB, and he sent it out and goes, hey, you talking about people's seizures, that's not cool. My grandma. And then he interjects his wife. He goes, my wife has them, so I wasn't offended. Something's not right with you, man. Something ain't right with you. What the fuck? Like, what?
It seems like
I had no words. Like, this is what we're dealing with.
They can dish it, but they can't take it.
Right. So, they try to do these antics. They're just hypocritical assholes. And this is exactly what you say. And then someone hits them right back in the kisser, and they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. These guys have never been held accountable for shit in their lives. Never. And they don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, and I think it's gone so deep that I don't think fences will ever be mended for the type of stuff that's been going on, the jabs and jukes and everything, man. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, at this point, it is what it is, and but I don't understand if you think you can sit behind the keyboard and then, you know, people can reach out in other ways, they'll either do some bullshit like AKA like what happened to Brooklyn, lie on them, you know.
Oh man, yeah.
That was a joke. It's like it's like, are we being serious right now? Like, or you know, hit them up at their occupation. You know, oh, you went too far. So now you have fucking morals. You have a fucking a red line that you can sit there and say what you want to say and think there will be no repercussions, and then you think now it's considered too far. No. No, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn that if you walk up on someone in the streets and you say some bullshit, they may slap you back.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna learn.
A lot of people haven't
The pen
been
is
punched in
mightier
the
than the
face
sword.
before.
Huh?
Yeah. A lot of people haven't been punched in the face before. And
right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not iterating a threat. I'm just saying in general, you know, most of the people that are speaking a lot of trash have never experienced a punch in the face.
Exactly. You know, even, you know, eventually the bully gets their ass kicked, you know, and they learn to slow it down a little. And if they don't, you know, they'll learn. I just thought it was.
I wanted to ask you a question real quick because, like, it's been bothering me. Like, have you been experiencing just this lack of wanting to play or utilize your PlayStation 5?
Yeah, man. Like, I just went back to ESO, but something's off lately about this console gaming in general. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on? What you noticing?
Man, like ever since I bought the PlayStation 5, you know, it's just one of those hot commodities. You had to have your hands on it. You had to get your hands on it first. And once I
waited
got
like
it,
2 years.
you know,
2 years
right.
I waited. Yeah.
The experience for me, like after God of War and Watch Dogs Legion, after that, like it's just the drops have been just like slow, or it's just been unenthusiastic. Like there's no replay value with the PlayStation 5. There's all these first player shooters, whether it's Helldivers, it's the one with it's the other game with Call of Duty.
Yeah, I can't fuck with it. I played it once. It's so boring.
It's all right. It's like all the same, and it's like the only thrill that I'm getting from games that I can play on the PlayStation 5 have been so far the independent games, not the Capcom games, not the Konami games. You know, I love the companies to death, but it's just like it's falling on deaf ears with some of these titles. So I'm like, with a lot of people, they're in agreement. They're like, man, you guys have so many IPs. Why aren't you guys delving in those things to make this system, you know, relevant? Like, for instance, you would think with this new iteration of the PlayStation 5, you would already had like a new Twisted Metal.
Right?
Dude, no, there's no Twisted Metal. This is
and they
crazy.
got a TV show. Like, now's the time.
Right.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what's up?
Yes.
It's going to sound like a shameless plug for the Bash Box.
No.
Right.
And
welcome to the Bash Box.
I don't mind shamelessly plugging the Bash Box at any time. But I will say this. A Bash Box is getting more and more of my playing time. Not because just because, I totally bought it, not just because it's Android. It's because I've been playing these 4 games. I've been playing Tesla versus Lovecraft, which is a crazy fucking game. It's this other game. I don't know what it's called, but I got it from Google Play. It's a top-down action RPG where you go through, you kill a bunch of hordes, and you raise them from the dead and go kill other people. It's crazy as fuck, but it's like you're like a Grim Reaper, and you kill other people, and you bring them people back to life to keep killing other people, and it's like I forgot what the whole point of it was, but I've gotten through a whole bunch of these stages. And yet everybody knows I hate fucking story-based games, so it's like I'm not gonna. I don't play Final Fantasy. I'll play Call of Duty, but I haven't played a Call of Duty single player mode since Call of Duty 4. I haven't. The last RPG I beat was Panzer Dragoon Saga, so it's like I don't really play a lot of story-based games. I'll watch something like Spider-Man. I watch my son play Spider-Man 2, but I don't really like a lot of story-based games. But I've been playing Street Step Basketball for like the past month, religiously. But I like the games I want to play aren't being made anymore, except for Tekken.
Yes.
But the games I want to play aren't being made anymore.
I was talking about that.
Accept that, and that's where we are.
It's what I was talking about earlier with how maybe it's my age, like I don't have the mindset to necessarily play through what they're pushing out anymore. I rather play things that are more, streamlined for completion, like more of a Twilight Princess Zelda versus the Breath of the Wild, because I gotta, like I know I'm gonna beat it, instead of like 900 hours. And it's not that I'm complaining about content. I'm not. It's just there's a little burnout on certain folks, and I want to do an analogy. Yeah. It's like food, right? We got soul food that's made popular by the Black community. And why is it called soul food, right? It's because during the olden times they didn't have the best food quality of stuff, right? But guess what they did to make things taste better? They put the heart into it, right? Heart equals a bunch of seasoning shit we shouldn't have, right? But you get my point, right? And so they made these items that were just of the lower tier into something now that people will, crave for that, And for me, the analogy where I'm circling back to is for the video games. With certain indie developers, it's like soul food. And you can tell when someone puts the heart into something.
Yep.
Example, even though I haven't really played it too much, that No Man's Sky, right? But guess what? Put that soul into it. Now look at it, But my whole point is I rather now get on my iPad and look at the indie games from the app section. I'm having more fun with those stylized games. That's why I missed the Vita, because that's something that Sony was doing very well, is having those particular smaller games that gave you just enough content to keep coming back to it. But I don't know what's missing for me with some of these games. It's just not hitting the mark. I guess you just can't make everyone happy, but some games are missing the mark. And I think it's probably why like games like Helldiver is so people are loving that, because it's a game that takes itself serious and not serious at the same time. You can tell they put enough heart into it that they care.
Well, Helldivers is clearly what Starship Troopers could have possibly been.
And Starship Troopers 1 to me is one of the greatest action flicks.
Most definitely.
It had everything. Like before algorithms was a thing, that had the perfect algorithms. Beautiful woman and action and guns and co-ed and sex and bugs and aliens and explosions and
also big shout out
serious and didn't take itself serious.
OG Roughneck 20 Casper Van Dien. I was talking to him the other day about mental health. I was trying to get him to come on Drinking in Devon. He couldn't do it at the time, but he definitely gave me some insights, because he it's crazy. He went through a lot of the same issues we go through just making that, and I guess a lot of it was due to the heavy militarized setting that he was in, and he did 5 Starship Troopers, so it's like he probably went through some shit going through that process, but big shout out to him, because
and that's sometimes it is tough on games playing that stuff. I think for me, because everyone processes their events different. If I'm aware and know it's coming, it doesn't really upset me as much if I'm the one controlling it. But if I see it in like a movie setting and stuff like that, it's like, game over. Like, nope. I don't really like to deal with it too much. Okay, we got a question here. This may have been answered since the Bash box is like an Android. Yes, it is actually. Can you modify it like some people do with Simpsons Cap and also play through Android?
So let me answer this.
Nope. Like,
so you don't need to modify it to play it like Android because it is Android,
right.
And you can just install what you want.
Yeah.
So you can download whatever you want from Google Play, the upcoming Bash store, or Global Match, and play however you want to play. You can install it. You can install the Amazon store if you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I also say that there's a lot of things going around about the Bash box, but one of the most important things that Bill had just said is that there's going to be a store, the Bash store. And that's very important because that's where all the licensors that we have planned to come to the system are going to be able to drop off their game.
Right.
So, for instance, if we get a company like Yacht Club to join the party and they bring Shovel Knight, you'll be able to go to the and then buy Shovel Knight and put it onto your system and play Shovel Knight.
Right.
And a lot of people forget that it's not just Google Play this you downloading, but there's going to be an actual store.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to support the developers, and we're not going to be limited. Like, it's not like the Nintendo where that's all you're getting. If you want something, then I'm sure you guys can figure it out and get it. It's your system. You bought it, right? Just know that we are a bunch of guys who like to play games. It's not rocket science, and you got the CEO right here. Ask your questions, like you said. Oh, hold on, that was so confusing. You're like matrixing me right now. Oh, hold on. Mute mic.
Hold
on.
I want to show you guys.
I muted that mic real quick because of the feedback. Kind of freaked me out there. like, what's happening? Ask your questions. I mean, that and that's why I find it so funny is that half the people talk, or 99% of the people talking or making up speculations, we talk to on Facebook. So it's like, what are you doing at this point where you're consciously lying to your audience?
So I couldn't really stream this one, but
it plays real good
in Television Amico. So for other people who kept saying that they didn't make this happen, they actually made this happen. And I got this from Google Play, actually. This is available, and they're making controllers, and if the demand gets bigger, they're going to make more controllers. But they have in Television Amico the starting points to it. Like, this isn't some Bash exclusive. This is actually there.
Cool. Hey, give the screen a pause, and can you show off the Zen table?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I'm gonna remove it from the stage and then let you set up. And I'll bring you back on when I'll bring it back on when it's ready. So does that mean if you already have a game on Google Play Store, you can move it? Yeah, exactly. Your games you own.
As long as it allows. So there are games that don't just play on the Bash box, and there's some that require touch that doesn't work right, and that's fine too. But it's just it's a situation where the game itself has to support controllers or mouse's touch. Some games don't.
Yeah. So what you're saying is it going to be playable the way you want it to be playable? That is true, but it will display and play. So yes, if something's fully touchscreen, Galaga, just know if it's not designed for something beyond touchscreen, then no, it's not going to work out like that. But if you have, let's say, the Call of Duty one, right, which can do control stick, yes, it will play. Since it is Android, we can do the technical. Yes, it's going to display and play, but you would still need all the control schemes you would if you have to emulate touch. But there is a cool thing about this. There's actually an app for the Android that allows for controllers to be played on it. So, example, say like over here, you got your little control stick and then your bunch of buttons over here, right? Well, the app lets you pinpoint, okay, this is where the control stick needs to be. Will be button A, this will be button B. So when you play on the controller, it will navigate the screen to play as if it was touchscreen, if you get me. So there's workarounds. May not be the best, but there are workarounds, is my point. But yes, ABK works on ABK or Android. So any other questions? It was a good question. We're going to try to show off that Zen for you, Carl.
I just can't believe that we've graced the age where we're paying $70 for a friggin' game, man. Like this is crazy for a digital game that PlayStation or Xbox is not going to allow you don't own it.
Yeah.
And then you gotta feed into the DLCs or the microtransactions or the season passes for it just to disappear from off the network and then it be null and void.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so he has to show it off this way because screen cards don't necessarily always show everything, but
well, then this has been an absolute misfire. Good so far.
I'm really not good at this with one hand.
Well, who we get? You haven't made any progress.
There's a bash box mounted on the wall.
Joe, I got a deck of cards.
So
Joe, that was so close.
so for you, is it in 4K? Is it 1080p, 720, 480? What's the graphics?
Oh, this is that right here. This is 1080 at it, 120.
Okay. Is it possible for that to scale to 4K?
Yeah, it definitely scaled to 4K.
Okay.
I want to show off something that I've been playing.
Sea Lion Gaming says Play Asia is selling Tekken 8 for $50.
Oh,
That's the time is
That's
now,
not bad.
folks.
yeah. Did you catch that sale on Twitter from Wario for I think HSN and Best Buy? They're selling Prince of Persia for $29.99. The game just came out about a month and a half ago.
What?
This is
That's
crazy.
insane. So what do we got here? What's this one?
I can't play it with one hand.
They're swarming you like Smash TV, whatever
Right?
game that is.
Man.
What was that
we
title?
appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, guys, I remember seeing some of the comments like, "Oh, it's just an Android." Like, duh. But just like with anything else, shit doesn't come with shit on its own. Exclusives, the install base, the licenses, the UI, the interface, the support. If you want just the Android box, there's plenty on Amazon, but that's not what this is, and that's not what we're marketing it as. There's a lot more to it. I think Bill's already articulated and explained it enough. The support that we're going to have, and I don't really understand the principle of going after folks who, if you're a game developer, and more platforms the merrier,
Yeah.
Why would you not want people who never had a space to not have a space? We want to get people a leg up and give them a platform. Some people can't get their crap over to Nintendo. If you pass our quality control, we're here to give you a leg up. Everyone has to start from somewhere.
Yep.
Everyone has to start from somewhere. I don't know how I can make that else key. And just like Bill McLaughlin, he had to start from somewhere. Now,
so let me say this. So most people know I got into this heated thing with Smash JT. So not going rehashing that. The thing that came out of that was the people. It was one of his friends actually told me.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the issue between me and Smash JT.
So for that one, for anyone watch, because I got like a feedback on real quick. I had made a community post, and someone thought I was talking about Smash. First off, if I was, I probably would say your name. I wasn't even around. Like I haven't even seen the videos. I haven't been on the internet. So this is I'm about to hear whatever you're about to say for the first time.
Well, even with that, I'm not going to rehash the whole thing. But the thing that came out of it, one of his friends actually came to me and said, because I told him, I'm not taking people's money because I want to take your money, and I don't really need your money for shipments to come. I'm taking pre-order money for people who want to get their pre-orders, and then when they get here, they'll get to you.
It's instant.
But yeah. I've already paid for a certain amount to get to me. So for the first at least 100 or so that come out here that get to me, people who wanted one, they'll get one. So his guy said, if this is true, if you mean what you say, you put your money where your mouth is, why don't you set your pre-order to a hold instead of taking the full price, because that would garner trust in the community. I said, say less.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we learn from someone.
I changed. That's
a good idea.
Look at Bash Game Studio. Now, somebody else had feedback too that they didn't see the full price up there, so they didn't know that either. So I said, okay, cool. Now it clearly says on the website, if you put $1 down now, the remaining balance is due of $249 plus shipping is due on when it's time to ship to you. And I said, also, I'm not going to do what other people do where they automatically take the money. So it's not like an unexpected thing. When it's your time to get your device, I'm going to send you an invoice. When you pay your invoice, you'll get your device. You don't pay your invoice, cool.
You lose your placement, Hope.
Yeah. But you get after a while, you get your $1 back. But that's what you're paying $1 right now. And when it's time for your device to get shipped to you, then you'll pay the invoice and it ships out.
Right.
But you don't get your device until you ship. You don't get your device till you pay the pre-order. But
right.
You don't pay your device till you pay for the pay for it. But you don't have to pay the full price without being there. And I told other people that did pay full price, like Toxin and a few other people. I'm working on a backer reward for those guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm still thinking about this and thinking hard because I want to make sure these guys are showing appreciation. So I want to make sure they get something out of this. But
when we got one in here too, let me scroll his name. Keep talking. I'm gonna bring up his name.
And then another thing is, people were like, indies are thriving. They are, but they're not. So there's a lot of indies out there that they either have. Some of them have just bad games. There's some indies out there with just some bad games, and that's fine because bowling was bad before there was feedback. You know what I mean? There was somebody Galaga Guy, it's $249.99, and shipping can be anywhere between $15.99 and $34.99, depending on if you're in Canada or not. But there's just some guys with some bad games, and bowling was a bad game until it became a good game. But that took feedback. It took a place where I had to start, and then people to say, Bill, this game sucks this way. Why don't you do some things differently? So bowling isn't a bad game. But it was, this is a place for that. This is a place for you to start monetizing, because a lot of these indies are one-man shops with no money. And some of these guys are just getting their start, trying to get a place in a foothold, in the gaming industry. All I have is Steam or the Epic Store. And that's fine to start if you have that kind of game. And, but when I was talking with UAG the other day, we were on his stream and we was talking about Among Us. Among Us is one of those games that it got lucky. It was found. It was just a random YouTuber one day just said, "Oh, this game looks dope. Let me play this," and it became a phenomenon. Among Us was out for 2 years before that happened. So, and it just so happened. It's not lucky that it was a good game. It was lucky that somebody found it, and that was the overall issue.
Right. There's so many treasures out there. That people want to highlight. That doesn't mean that everything needs a 10 out of 10 shill, because some games just are shit. Don't get me wrong. There's still difference of opinions, but come on, some games are just shit. But that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to like them. I like a lot of shit.
Right.
People say Heavy Metal Titans is a bad game, and I personally like it. I'm like, I don't think I'm one of the few because I play with my kids all the time. But
what game?
Heavy Metal Titans.
Oh, okay.
And granted, because I play it on the Bash Box, I play it on a big ass TV at 4K. It's a little bit different, so it's like I can play it the way he wanted it to be played. But in the iArcade didn't do it any justice, and because he put it on the iArcade first, kind of soured people's opinions on how it would look through Steam. And then once he updated, even now he moved over to Unreal Engine 5. So it's like, if you realize how much work went into this and how much he put into it to make it a better game, it's a vastly better game now.
That's good. Yeah, I'm hoping it shows up because I haven't played it yet, the new one you're talking about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And that's the whole point, is to give everybody a platform. Everyone deserves a platform to show off their passion. And I don't. And if you don't think so, then the product's not for you. It's too hard. Example, right? The product's a scam. Don't buy it. Okay, don't buy it.
Now, here's another thing.
Everyone else,
here's the thing,
who buys it will probably have a good time. Try not to ruin their good time while you sour in the corner.
Here's the thing. The thing that bothered me about Smash GT, it's not necessarily him. I don't want to say it's like it bothered me about him. I said it to UAG too. I said the thing he's mad at, he's not mad at me. But if you look at his video, it's really hard not to take it personal, because it's like he's venting all his frustrations with Tommy Tallarico at me. And I get it. It's low-hanging fruit, or so he thought. But it was one of them things where I get it. I get why he's mad. I get where he's coming from. I get his viewpoint. I don't like his delivery.
I don't.
I do.
And you know why I'm going to say I don't? Because where did it come from?
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We know where it came from. It came from a troll who...
No. This wasn't a troll. And here's the thing. Let's take what we know.
It's a little coincidental that Birds of a Feather didn't put him onto some bullshit and lie on some shit.
Oh yeah,
I'm not really buying that, but
I'm with you there. I'm fully with you there, and I don't want to go into the obvious because we can speak to the drama in the scene later. I want to take drama out the scene out the equation and his actual problem, because it all it did was take somebody to, even if that's the case, took somebody to put a bug in his hair. Oh, you see what happened in here? I understand that too. We're fully there. I don't want to go that route, only because we all know where that leads. My thing is his actual issue with Tommy Tallarico and what happened. And it's
I don't even know who the guy is and you know. So
Oh,
that was the
I know.
weird
So
thing.
Tommy Tallarico was the guy who he's from in television, original television, not the guy we've been working with. It's the
Right.
guy. I don't actually know who he is personally, but I know who he worked with. Even Jay told me like you might not
I
want
tried to look into this whole thing before. I could not follow it. I don't understand it. Was this
Right.
actually supposed to be a product that
Yeah.
didn't
So
come
the
out?
television, Nico.
Did they take their money?
That thing I just showed you, the app I
Yeah.
showed you, that was
Yeah.
supposed to be its own console.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
You know,
but he gave.
but did they take people's money?
$10,000. He gave them $10,000.
Wait, who gave who?
Smash JT gave Tommy Tallarico $10,000.
Oh shit!
First of all,
wow.
and that's what this has always been. That's what it is. And he's like, so he even tried to go to Mike B. He's like, oh, don't get all buddy with the creator. Like, dude, this is my homie in real life. Like, what are you doing? But it's like, you know, he was like, you know, I've seen other people come in there and take your money. How many people's money have I taken? Like,
You're taking no money. If the product
everybody
doesn't
else,
come, they get their refund.
everything he said about everybody else never applied to me. It's
No.
that, you know, he said, oh, I've even seen in his videos, oh, I feel bad for whoever's backing him. Who the fuck is backing me? You guys.
Yeah, what was my number one stipulation about, like, you know, if the orders don't come through and like, I was laying it like, nope, this is there's too many caveats, guys, that, you know, this isn't going to be a IRK Kickstarter hoppy shit, you know, like.
And how many times have everybody, even you guys, this was the one thing I've disagreed with you guys on. And it was like, you know, guys, like, why don't you do a Kickstarter? I want to do a Kickstarter. One, I already started pre-orders. Two, I truly didn't want to take anybody's money. Not because I didn't think I could deliver the product, but because I feel like when you do Kickstarters and let's say anything goes wrong, it's more pressure on you to fix it as opposed to being transparent. And then you're trying to be transparent, and then there's certain things you can't talk about when you have other people's money. You know, even with licensors, I don't even like licensing anymore. I don't want to. I can't talk about the licenses we have. I can't until at least April. So that's another thing. The less transparency I can be, the less transparent I can be.
I'll be right back.
Keep talking. So I don't necessarily want to be in that boat either. Like, once we get past this part in the Bash Box, and I'm going to do Bash Box Pro, I'm not even doing retro licensing anymore. You know, if they don't come to me, I'm not going to go to them for that. I'm going to go to indie developers. You know, I might if somebody says, okay, I'd like to see Bomberman here, I'll go to Konami then, but I'm not going to do like I did with this one. Let's put it that way. But I don't like how that works. I don't like how the people did it, and that's my only concession with Smash JT is that I get where he's coming from. Now, I don't like his delivery. I don't like where he, you know, how he went about this, but I do understand his point. I do understand his message. Now, this ain't like the Rexer situation where I came at Rexer wrong. I definitely didn't come at him wrong. He came to me wrong, in my opinion. And even Console Fanboy tried to defend him, was like, oh, you gave an honest opinion. UAG shut that down. Was like, no, he didn't, because you don't know. How can you give an honest opinion on somebody you don't know, on a product you've never seen, on something you went from there? You just said, oh, this is a scam, this is that, this is there. And you were wrong and lied about everything on there because either you were misinformed or you just didn't care to be informed. Either way, you went out to your people and told them all these lies about me, and based on your experiences. And that's what was wrong for me. So that's why I really don't, you know, I don't really bang them. But, you know, it's one of them things where I do get it, and I do get where it's coming from. And it's like, man, I'll say, if I had $10,000, somebody's handing me $10,000, you know how many developers would have gotten a piece of that pie? You know, people would have said, okay, cool, this comes to the Bash Box. I'm not putting this money in my pocket, and none of the Bash Box money comes to me. All goes to, you know, the team anyway. But it's like, if somebody gave us $10,000 for this, developers would have gotten a huge chunk. I would have at least 5 new developers on here. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. Anyway, I got to get my what's your name? I got to get my oil fixed on my car. So I'll talk to you guys.
Okay. Stand by, everybody. We're not ending the show. We all have a brief concession right now. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Got to get the kids from school, so stand by. Brief break.
Everybody gone. All right. This motherfucker would dip out when I'm only downstairs for a few minutes. All right. Well, I guess that's my cue. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it. This didn't happen.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Pick it up.
Like
Pick
I come back
up
in like
kids
5
from
minutes,
school.
Bill's gone. That jackass. Oop. I didn't realize you had a kid with you. My bad.
I know.
But yeah, I guess I'll call it.
Dang.
Yeah, I'll be on later tonight. Probably.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll join up with you.
Okay.
All
sounds
right,
great.
I understand. You're hot. I got the air conditioner on. All right, man.
Have a good one, Gary.
Later.
Bye. See you guys.